Hello, I'm Dr. Elliot Hirshhorn of New Life Functional Neurology and Endocrinology in Greenville, South Carolina. We focus on helping patients suffering with chronic health conditions like thyroid disease. In this video, I'm going to discuss, is my thyroid contributing to my insomnia? Do you have trouble falling asleep? If not, do you have trouble staying asleep? Do you wake up constantly and lie in bed doing everything you can to try to fall back to sleep? Do you finally get out of bed in the morning and still feel completely exhausted? You might have a condition known as chronic fatigue syndrome. Also known as CFS, it is characterized by extreme fatigue, unrefreshing sleep, and cognitive problems like brain fog, focus and attention issues, and memory decline. Many of the factors that can lead to chronic fatigue syndrome are the same as those that can contribute to thyroid disease. In fact, thyroid disease itself can cause chronic fatigue. Blood sugar dysregulation, or having too much or too little blood sugar at times during the day, can have a huge impact on your sleep. In fact, if you consume too much sugar shortly before bed, you're not likely to have any useful, refreshing shut-eye. The sugar you eat before bed doesn't even have to be a candy bar. Any starchy food like corn, potatoes, or peas immediately gets converted to sugar as soon as you digest them, and they can impact your body the same as a Snickers bar. As soon as you eat a starchy or a sugary food, or beverage for that matter, right before bed, your blood sugars skyrocket. Then you go to sleep, maybe you fall asleep just fine, then all of a sudden, before you know it, you're tossing and turning in bed wondering when you'll fall back to sleep. Trust me, this has happened to me way too many times. What's happening is that after your blood sugar spiked, it crashed, and it crashed hard. You went into a hypoglycemic state or low blood sugar state. Your body at that point didn't have enough energy to keep running and to repair like it's supposed to at night, so it woke you up to get your attention. This is a very common cause of insomnia, and so it's critical to look at proper blood sugar regulation. Blood sugar dysregulation can also be associated with hypothyroidism, creating a depression of the output of the hypothalamic pituitary axis in your brain, which normally is responsible for telling your thyroid to make more hormone. When blood sugar is dysregulated, not only can you have insomnia, but it can contribute to low thyroid and the symptoms that also include insomnia and fatigue. Let's say that you're not being sneaky and you're not eating a Snickers bar or a bag of potato chips right before bed. So you think you won't have any problems with plummeting blood sugar at night because you're not spiking it right before you go to sleep. But not so fast. You also must have good adrenal gland function in order to properly regulate blood sugar levels at night. Remember, technically you're fasting at night while you're sleeping, assuming you're not midnight snacking. That's why the first meal in the morning is called break fast, because you're breaking your overnight fast. If your adrenals are dysfunctional, they cannot properly mobilize blood sugar during the night, the same situation can arise as if you had eaten a candy bar. Low blood sugar will make you wake up trying to get you to eat some food to maintain energy levels for night restoration. Causes of adrenal fatigue include recurrent infection, chemical exposure, food sensitivities, physical stress, and of course emotional stress of everyday life. Be sure to keep your stress levels in check. Insomnia and chronic fatigue can also be caused by neurological issues, some of the very same ones that can alter thyroid function. For example, the neurotransmitter serotonin is necessary for proper activation of the hypothalamic pituitary axis in the brain that tells the thyroid when to make hormone. If there is a serotonin deficiency, that HPA axis will send less signals to the thyroid, resulting in a hypothyroid-like situation with all of its associated symptoms like fatigue and depression and hair loss and brain fog. The neurotransmitter serotonin is also a precursor to the production of a hormone called melatonin. That just means that through some biochemical processes, serotonin turns into melatonin. Melatonin is important because its rhythm is what allows your body to properly prepare for and enter into sleep states. If you don't have enough serotonin, then melatonin deficiency can occur, causing insomnia. One cause of serotonin deficiencies can actually be gut issues, because about 80% of your serotonin is actually produced in the gut. Major gut issues can also lead to autoimmune thyroid disease. Another potential culprit leading to low melatonin and disrupted sleep exposure is blue light. Blue light is emitted from any screens that you may be viewing during the course of your day. Computer screens, TV screens, tablets, or phone screens. It's very important to address these issues because chronic insomnia and the resultant fatigue can set you up for poor immune function, which can lead to thyroid disease. Thyroid disease can then worsen your ability to sleep, creating a terribly vicious cycle leading you to feel just absolutely awful. Finally, let's address another potential contributing factor to both insomnia and thyroid disease. Deficiencies of vital nutrients, in particular magnesium, can impact not only thyroid physiology but also sleep patterns. Have you ever been lying in bed with your mind just racing over and over from one thought to the next? You do everything you can to slow it down, but trying only makes it worse. There are certain inhibitory mechanisms in your brain that require magnesium to work. If there is a lack of magnesium, there is a lack of inhibition, which means activation will continue to happen. When your brain is overactive, you can't sleep. So the obvious solution is to supplement with magnesium. Let me caution you, however, that no two magnesium supplements are the same. In fact, certain magnesium supplements you can buy at the local pharmacy can cause serious side effects like abdominal cramping, nausea, even vomiting. MIT has done great research on one specific type of magnesium that is the only type of magnesium that will actually cross into your brain and fire those inhibitory mechanisms to help calm your brain down. That physician-grade magnesium is what we carry in our office, and it is the real stuff. If you've ever addressed your chronic insomnia or fatigue with your medical doctor, chances are you may have been prescribed a medication like Ambien or Lunesta. While these medications can be helpful, they merely mask the symptoms of insomnia and do nothing to address the actual causes that we just discussed. Beyond that, they can have some very serious side effects that include not only harm to yourself, but also harm to others by their impact on your behavior. If you have insomnia and/or chronic fatigue and you want to know why and how I can help you, contact my office today at the phone number below to schedule a consultation to see if you qualify for care. Thank you and have a great day.